Yeah, okay. So basically, we know that there are a lot of businesses around us, and but very few of them, like very few businesses, and actually they are successful. So we are going to see that what kind of entrepreneurs they are, and what kind of characteristics they have, and whenever any entrepreneur wants to be successful, so what kind of characteristics they should possess, because entrepreneurs, they are really different from um, the normal people, who used to do the jobs, or the normal people who are not really, really great entrepreneurs. So entrepreneurs create and set up a business. So an entrepreneur is a person, first of all, we have to read the definition of the entrepreneur. So an entrepreneur is a person who is willing and able to create a new business idea or invention. Of course, if you see like any business, so of course they come up with the new ideas. They find the gap between the market, that what are the needs of the customer, how we can fulfill it. So they come up with different innovations which is never discovered by someone else, and they take risk as well, because of course they put their time, they invest their money into the business. So this is a kind of risk in pursuing success. Like they want to pursue the success, and that is why they have to do this. And this is the definition of the entrepreneur. So successful entrepreneur can identify and pursue the opportunities, and they create value for customers and build thriving businesses. So what do entrepreneurs do? Like what they do basically, what are you can say that their main functions? First of all, they organize the resources. Now, when I say resources, it means that I'm talking about the four factor of production, labor, land, and capital enterprise. So an entrepreneur must be able to gather and coordinate the resources necessary to start and operate a business. Yeah. So it means that they coordinate the resources, and they gather the resources. It means that they gather the four resources: land, labor, capital, enterprise, and land, labor, capital, enterprise. They uh, gather these four resources, okay, and then they convert this into the product, or maybe in the service. For example, when Michael Dell started his computer company from his garage, he had to organize resources such as the space, computer, software tools, and employees, and manage the finances. So the first function of the entrepreneur is that they organize the resources. Second function is that they make business decisions. Of course, we know that they make the business decision. So entrepreneurs must be able to make decisions that will determine the success or failure of their business. And we have the example as well that, for example, there's a restaurant owner, and he may need to decide that what type of food to serve and where to locate the restaurant and what price to charge. So these decisions require a combination of the market research, creativity, and business skills. Yeah, because if you don't have the business skills, so you will not be able to forecast the right price for the customers, which should be, which should be willing for, you can say that the customer should be willing to pay these kind of prices. You should select that price level. Plus, if you don't have the business skill or creativity, so it means that you don't know that you'll not know that what kind of food you should serve as a restaurant. So that is why when these three qualities combine, so it means that then you will be able to take the business decision, but not before that. Okay. And making the wrong decisions can lead to the wasted resources, of course, lost opportunities, and ultimately business failure. And they take risk. Yes. So entrepreneurs involve taking risk, financial, personal, or professional. Why personal? Because most of the time, if you see that the entrepreneurs start the business, so that is why this is a kind of personal, personal risk. So an entrepreneur may invest their life savings into a new venture, or quit a secure job to start their own business. Yes, I've seen multiple entrepreneurs like this, that even though they have a proper job, but still they just leave that job just to start their own business. So this is a totally, you can say that a professional risk they took, and since they are using the saving of their own, and this is a kind of financial and the personal risk. So they take risk basically. They may also take risk by introducing the new products or entering the new markets. And these risks can pay off with great rewards, but they can also lead to failure and the financial loss. Okay, so first of all, we have seen that who are the entrepreneurs. Okay, and then we see that what entrepreneurs do. Like, so they basically organize the resources, and then they make business decision, and then they take risk. So these three functions mainly played by the entrepreneurs. Now we are going to see that okay, everyone can become entrepreneurs. Every person can take risk. Everyone can make business decision or organize resources. But there are some other qualities as well which you should need to follow if you want to be the successful entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs require a unique set of characteristics and skills. So let's see. First of all, as you can see that what kind of characteristics they should possess. They should be creative. They should be hardworking. They should be resilient. It means that they should always learn from their failures. They should be initiative. It means they should initiate the new things and the new steps always. They should possess a self confidence and they should risk taker. And if you talk about the skills, that what kind of skills they should possess, so they should good at the communication. They should good at the team working. Like they know that how to lead a team and how we can say that motivate the team to work. Uh, they have skills. They should have skills to solve the different problems of related to business and they should have the skill to organize the business and their literacy and the information technology. So let's see that what kind of skills and qualities is this. Now let's talk about the literacy first of all risk taker. So this is the one risk taker. Okay, so this is one of the important characteristics in any entrepreneur. So entrepreneurs take financial, personal, or professional risk. We know that we have seen that. An entrepreneur may invest their life saving. Okay, so we done that as well. So I think we should just skip this because we already covered. Okay, now I think the CM making already covered by us. Yeah, we have to see the next third characteristic, and that is organized. So an entrepreneurs must be able to gather and coordinate the resources necessary to start and operate a business. Of course, they are the one who always try to gather the resources, coordinate with them, and uh, like coordinate those resources which is the part of the which is basically necessary to start their business. Okay. For example, yeah, okay, so we have seen that. I think we have seen this example. Okay, now let's see the fourth that is creative. The entrepreneur should be creative as well. So developing the new solution to solve existing or emerging problems. Like if you see nowadays, whatever we are using, so it is mainly this is the kind of initiated by the any business. So that is why business should be creative, and if they are creative, so means that now there's a high chance to uh, we can say that to become successful. So developing the new solutions to solve existing or emerging problems is a key entrepreneurial role that helps a business stand out from rivals and achieve their success. So as you can see that we have the example as well that during the 2020 COVID-19 pandemic, many businesses use their creativity to switch production techniques to cater for the what market wanted. So yes, online businesses also very was very popular in the COVID-19 pandemic, just because at that time, of course, we can't sell something physically. So that is why, and of course, there are a lot of people and they were working at home. They were working from home. So that is why online work and online education promoted just because of the pandemic, after pandemic. So this is a kind of creative thing. Then they should know that how to communicate. They should be great communicator. So entrepreneurs need to be persuasive communicators. They should pursue. They should have this kind of communication that they can pursue anyone, whether these are the suppliers, customers, or maybe the teams, whatever it is. Persuading lenders, investors, and customers to support their the business is central to achieving the financial success. And the last one is independent. Starting a business is often the sole responsibility of a single entrepreneur. Yeah, most of the time when the business is going to start, so it's mainly handled by the sole trader who will need to be able to solve problems with the limited support. For example, owner of the Gymshark, Ben Francis, started off the company by buying a sewing machine and making the gym clothes in his parents' garage with a few school friends. And this led to the growth of a multi-million pound company employing hundred of the people. As you can see that they started with a very limited resources and with the one shop in a garage, but now they just convert their business to multi-million businesses. Okay. Now, whenever you're going to start a business, having a business plan is very important because in the business plan, okay, what kind of content points you are going to add in the business plan. Now, this is very important. So, first of all, you should know that what is business plan. So, business plan this is a kind of document which is prepared by the business. So, business plan is a document produced by owner at startup which provides forecast of items such as sales, cost, and cash. Yeah, so it means that they will be like, forecasting their sales that in 1 month or 3 months, like, one quarter or maybe in one year, how much sales this business is going to incur and how much cost this business is going to incur and what will be the cash inflow and cash outflow of the business. And it means that how much cash will be coming in the business and how much cash will be going out from the business. So this is this type of forecasting they will do in the business planning so that they should plan their whole business so they should have a kind of direction that where they should work on and what kind of direction they should follow. So that is how business plan will be helping the owner to take different decisions as well. Plus through the business plan, the businessmen, the owners, they are able to get the loan from the bank because when bank will see that okay, their business plan is very, we can say that we can say that will give the confidence to the bankers that okay, this business is having a very great plan, and they are also very confident. So if the banker will think that okay, this business is having a potential to be succeed, so it means that we should give them the loan because they have this potential that they can repay the loan very easily. So that is why business plan will be helping in different circumstances to the business. But let's see that what are the contents of the business plan, like what we will write in the business plan. Okay. So first of all, we will write the business idea. Like what is a business idea? Business aims and objectives. What are the aims and objective business has? Target market, like to whom you are going to target, whether these are the kids, teenagers, women's, men's, who are they? Forecast revenue that you are forecasting that in the upcoming quarter or maybe upcoming year, how much sales are you going to make? Forecast costs, again, same. Cost means that we are talking about the fixed and the variable cost as well. So we have to see that in the business plan we have to add this thing that how much cost we will incur in upcoming months. Then forecast profit, we will write the revenue and then we will minus the cost and then we will get the profit out of it. Marketing mix means that you will be discussing about the product, that what will be the quality of the product, what packaging you are going to choose, then what price you are going to charge, what promotion style you are going to use, where you are going to sell your product. So all these kind of these are the 4 P's of the marketing mix. So in business plan we will be adding this thing as well. Then cash flow forecast. So cash flow forecast is like having, it's just like that. Cash flow means there's a two terms we use: cash inflow, cash outflow. Cash inflow means that how much cash coming into the business from selling or something like that, and cash outflow means that how much money is going out from the business. This is called cash flow forecast. Then we have to write the sources of finances as well. Sources of finance, not finances, finance. What does it mean? Whenever we are going to start a business, so at that time we have to raise the finance in order to start the business. So most likely the owners will be using their own saving at the start of the business, and sometime some owners will take the bank loan. So you have to write this as well, that have you taken the bank loan from the bank, or maybe the owner is going to use their own savings. So this kind of information you should also include, and business location. Yeah. Okay, so now let's see, let's just read in a depth the elements of a business plan. First of all, we have to write the idea of the business. So there should be a clear explanation of the goods and services provided by the business, helping to attract the investors. Because if you are not giving a proper information of the product which you are selling, so it means that most likely the investor will not be investing in your business because they don't know that which kind of product you are going to sell. May also include the history of the business idea. Yes, you could include the history as well, so that it will be easy for the stakeholders to read your business plan and to get an idea that what is your motivation to start your business. Then the second point was business aim and objective. So what the business wants to achieve in the medium and the long term. It means that in short term, whether they want to increase their sales, or what is their ultimate goal. Like if even after 5 years to 4 years, or maybe even more than this. So what kind of objective they have for the longer period of time. So for long term, what they want to achieve, and in short term, what they want to achieve. So you have to answer these two things in the business plan. Aims can be both financial and non-financial depending on the business. Yes. So aims could be financial, non-financial. For example, if you're just working for a social welfare, or maybe if you just want to do the work because you just like challenges, or maybe you just want to do the work because you like independence. So these are the non-financial objectives. Financial objective means that you want to earn profit, increase sales, increase market share, this kind of thing, increase. You just want to grow your business. So if you have these kind of debit, this is called financial one. And the first one which I just told you, these are the non-financial. So whatever the objective you have, you need to just explain this. You need to write this in the business plan. Then target market, it explains that who the business aims to serve, including age, gender, and income. Like as I told you that you have to write that who will be your target audience. Forms part of the firm's marketing strategy. Yes. It means that what kind of marketing strategy you are going to use, you have to include this as well. Okay. Next, forecast revenue. You need to write the forecasted revenue as well. Projects, the businesses anticipated income from sales. Like we anticipate that how much sales we will make, and how much income we will receive from there. How we can calculate the sales revenue? So you need to multiply the price with the quantity sold. It means that how much products you sold. You have to multiply this with the selling price. So helps plan for break even. Yes.
Nothing.
Okay. And it also helps plan for break even levels of output. Now, what does it mean break even? Break even means that break even level of output means that where you are not making loss nor profit. For example, if my break even is 80 units, so it means that on 80 units, I am not making any profit nor loss. So if you will forecast the revenue, so it will give you the answer for this as well. That what is your break even? Okay, so knowing the break even is best, because you should know that if I will start making 81 units or 82 units, so it means that I'll start making profit. Okay, so this is how this will be beneficial for you to make the decision and how much units you should produce to start making profit. Next, you need to include the
Like for
forecast.
example, teacher in like factory, they need a lot of like good like units to be made, as their like price is high, and the items they bought are like in a huge number, so they have to make a huge number of units, so they have to employ a lot of employees, and then they have to know that they are motivated, and after that only they will only get to gain some profit.
You are explaining this one, forecast cost.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so basically they will predict the fixed variable and total cost. It means that they will be
But
anticipating
teacher, one more thing, forecast and profit cost. What is the difference over here?
full cost and
No, forecast costs and for costs.
it simply means that you are anticipating. Anticipating means that I am just thinking, or you can say that this is my guess, or I am anticipating through my experience. That, for example, if I
No, I
anticipate.
don't understand this that forecast cost and profit forecast. What does this mean?
It simply means forecast profit that we are forecasting profit, and forecast cost means we are forecasting cost.
Okay, let's go.
Yeah, you are confused because maybe they have used forecast first of all and forecast, but the meaning is
Yeah.
same. Meaning is same. Meaning is same. Investors review profit forecast to assess the business ability to repay borrowed funds such as the bank loans. It means that whatever the profit you will get and whatever the profit you anticipated. So, like investors basically who invested their money into business, so they review forecast to they review profit forecast to assess the business ability, that whether we will receive the good profit or not. If not, so it means that business doesn't have any ability to repay the borrowed funds, or if it took the bank loan. So it means that business is having less ability to repay the borrowed money, such as the bank loans. Then we have the marketing mix. So I already told you this thing, that it outlines a marketing strategy for attracting the customers, and it includes the product price, place, and promotion. And then cash flow forecast. So it explains the management of cash inflows and outflows. I told you monthly to prevent the liquidity issues. Liquidity issues means that your business should not be liquidated. Your business should not be at that stage where the business not having any cash, holding any cash. Because if it will happen, so most likely the business will not be able to pay the liabilities, and sooner or later the business is going to bankrupt. So that is why forecasting the cash flows is also very important to prevent the liquidity issues, means to prevent the bankruptcy issues. Then we have the sources of finance. So I already told you this thing. So details funding sources for the new business such as loans, honors funds, or venture capital. So we'll be writing the source of finance we are using to start the business. And then at last we have the business location. So it describes the proposed business location, including a map and advantage like good transport links or customer proximity. So we have provided as well that where we located the shop, and is it having a proximity for the customer or not? Is it near?
Teacher, teacher, 1 minute. I'm gonna come.